All right, let's dive into a group of muscles you use constantly, every single day, but probably never give a second thought to. We're talking about the incredible powerhouses that let you chew your food.
I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about it? From something super crunchy like a carrot to a tough piece of steak, there's this amazing, sophisticated team of muscles working in perfect sync inside your jaw. We're about to meet the all-stars who make all that happen.
So what do we call them? Well, the official name is the muscles of mastication, which is really just a fancy way of saying the chewing muscles. And this isn't just one muscle doing all the heavy lifting. Nope, it's a highly specialized team of 4, and each one has a very specific job to do. So here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we're going to meet the whole team. Then we'll do a deep dive on 3 of the key players, the Masseter, the Temporalis, and the Lateral pterygoid. And finally, we'll see how they all play together to get the job done.
Okay, let's jump right in. Time to get acquainted with the whole squad. These are the core 4 muscles that literally make every single bite possible.
So, the team lineup is the Masseter, the Temporalis, the Lateral pterygoid, and the Medial pterygoid. Think of them as the Fab 4 of chewing. Now, we're mostly going to focus on the first 3, but you gotta know about that 4th one, the Medial pterygoid. It's kind of like the Masseter's deep cover partner, helping to lift the jaw. Now, let's get a closer look at our main players.
Let's kick things off with the heavy hitter of the group, the one that brings all the raw power. Everybody, meet the Masseter muscle. This is the team's powerhouse lifter.
You can actually feel this one right now. Go on, put your hand on the side of your jaw near the back. Now clench your teeth. Feel that thick muscle pop out? Yep. That's the Masseter. It's a super strong, kind of rectangular muscle right there on the side of your jaw.
So where does all that strength come from? It's all about attachments. Its origin, or anchor point, is right up on your cheekbone. Then it runs down and inserts, or attaches, to the outside of your lower jaw. This setup gives it incredible leverage. So what's the bottom line? When the Masseter contracts, it just yanks that lower jaw straight up toward the cheekbone. The result is a massively powerful clamping motion. This is the main force you use to bite down hard.
But wait, chewing isn't just about brute force, is it? You need control, you need precision, and that's where our next team member comes in, the temporalis muscle. If the Masseter is the powerhouse, think of the temporalis as the skilled positioner.
And you can see why it's so special. Just look at that unique fan shape. It's a huge muscle that spreads across the side of your head. And yeah, you can feel this one too. Put your fingertips on your temples and clench your jaw again. Feel that little flex? That's your temporalis, hard at work.
Its origin is spread out all along the side of your skull. But then, all those muscle fibers come together, like a fan, closing, and they insert onto this one tiny, pointed part of your lower jawbone. Going from that wide base to a single point is what gives it such amazing control. This fan shape makes it incredibly versatile. For sure, it helps close the jaw, just like the Masseter. But the fibers at the back can also pull your jaw backwards. And it's a huge help in those side-to-side movements you need for grinding. It's a true multitasker.
All right, our third profile is for a muscle that's a bit more mysterious, hidden deep inside. Meet the Lateral pterygoid. This is the team's expert guide, the one responsible for all those horizontal movements.
Yeah, you're not going to feel this one from the outside. It's tucked away deep in your jaw. It's a short, thick, almost cone-shaped muscle. And here's what's really cool. It actually has 2 separate parts, or heads, that let it perform more complex actions.
Both heads start way deep in your skull, on a bone called the sphenoid. But you don't need to memorize the exact address. What you need to know is what they do. Together, they pull your jaw forward and swing it from side to side. That essential grinding motion, that's all them.
So, we've met the individual players, right? The powerhouse, the positioner, and the guide. But the real magic, the thing that lets you actually chew properly, is how they all work together. It's a beautifully complex and coordinated effort.
This table really sums it up perfectly. You've got the Masseter bringing the pure power to bite down. You have the Temporalis helping with that lift, but also adding finesse by pulling back and positioning the jaw. And then you have the Lateral pterygoid acting as the navigator for all the side-to-side stuff. When they all fire in the right sequence, it's not just an up and down chomp, it's a perfect symphony of movement.
And that's just wild to think about. This whole intricate system just works flawlessly, millions of times over your life, just so you can enjoy a meal. It's the very first and most critical step in digestion, and it's why keeping these muscles happy and balanced is so important. When they get out of whack, you can run into things like jaw pain or TMJ. It's an amazing reminder of the hidden genius in our own bodies, and it really makes you wonder, what other incredible systems are we completely taking for granted every single day?